But you know how you get stunned as Timber Saw mid-chain, like mid-throwing your chain? The chain, like you stop throwing your chain?
Yeah.
Does that happen with Leash as well?
Winter just used a salve on himself instead of the puck mid. That's unfortunate.
Did he mean? No, he did not mean to.
He wanted to use it on the puck.
Okay. Some dragon on dragon action, you know?
Yeah.
Just you don't always get to see.
5-minute runes. Does he have to Fisher block the jabs of Baden? He tries, but he doesn't succeed. He has to concede the bounty rune. Bounty Hunter. Unable to get to the more southern one. They get the dust off onto Velo. Photic shield with the zap out and the shackles there. Puck will arrive to try and potentially swing it back for a kill onto jabs, but doesn't even commit for it. Realizes first blood is gone.
It's not got a point in Hex though. On for the Aether Shock Shackles build. I love what Bounty says when he gets the Bounty.
Oh, regen rune top. Denied by Winter, but they get the catch. Abed with the magic damage. Jabs behind him, trying to burn through this Winter Wyvern. Easily catches him off guard. And Jabs denies? Not quite. Velo will snipe him out and battle back into this Abed Ember Spirit. Old as he wanders on by. Don't get enchanted upon. Quick remnant up to the high ground.
For now, the inability to cancel or even touch this Timber Saw in the early game, it's going to start to hurt. As Pamascal will have to deal with him at some point, and he's a very, very oppressive hero coming to the mid game. You're already saying that map is getting smaller with the Timber Saw. It's even worse.
Jabs finally gets punished mid. Puck does have to spend the coil to stop Abed chasing though. Oh, yeah, that's a really nice play. Holy crap.
Wow.
Did he get this?
Oh, nothing to say? That was on point.
Abed, God.
That was great.
Come on, Abed. No?
Okay,
no,
Abed is God, but there's a level that might be a bit suicidal. Oh. Okay, this TP, though, also could be considered suicidal. Chakram finds it. It's like, no trees for you. And the Ato stops the puck. Base shift right after that root. Searing Chains, not avail, or they just missed him, but nothing to say, will die regardless.
And Abaddon gets his ulti off as that shuriken lands.
Do they have dust for this bounty?
They had a sentry.
But no longer.
No dust. Limit how much farm this Sven has.
The Naruto run for Velo, and he's not do anything with it. I don't know about this Velo. Do they have a way to see him afterwards? They don't need it. The Searing Chain just kills him. Velo just committed suicide, thinking haste gave him invulnerability, but unfortunately it just makes you quick.
Abed shifting into BKB as his next item as well.
So, is Sven going for a straight BKB after the...
Yep.
Oh, right.
Aurora Vatos bottom. Polosin in the chakram is a goner, and then top lane.
This is a much more important kill, taking the puck down, and even Ember. It's actually up.
Yeah, Abed just shows up.
He just showed up to get the kill. This
the long TP. The long TP.
Oh, that long TP screws over the Sven. He has God Strength. He's going to use it a bit too late, though. With the war cry, he's trying his best, but it's not enough as Abed dominating him. Wicked sick for him. Double kill as well.
Abed is toying with him at this point. He's got another remnant if he wants to go in for this one. Shield is there and Velo in trouble.
Oh, thank God that Winter scores. And Abed might just kill his teammates. He's such a strong hero. He's going to kill his teammate as well. Abaddon acknowledging Abed's superiority, gives his life just to heal him a bit.
Doesn't want to commit for that big team fight winning item just yet. A little more leeway with the Yules. And we do have the Greaves on the Timber Saw, so that team fighting aura item ready and raring to go for this Timber Saw. And he's looking for a solo kill mid. Catches Velo, immediately blown up as Abed looks for the Winter Wyvern further north. 2 quick kills. Fnatic running away with this game now. Abed's clearing out double wave top. He's managed to gather them up, herd them like sheep into... he's gathering them with his illusions. He takes the mid wave, the top wave. High ground is also a pretty good option. Let's be real here. Serpent Wards, level 2, Ags upgrade. Let's go.
Salberg, he finished on MP. And I think, they see Ice, and they see he's doing whatever he wants, but look at the damage. Ice realizes, I'm God. Who cares about Abed God? They can't touch me.
And when he has Lotus Orb, he is literally unkillable.
He has Guardian Gaze already, so it's not like it's easy to begin with. Let's see, MP goes for the Earthshaker. Okay, nice Cold Embrace. And Abed now Leash can still slide a fist himself. Oh, but the Winter Skirt is probably your best bet at killing a hero. Unfortunately, still not available. Abed will get away, and no heroes have been killed. Winter Skirt has been used. There's the Echo Slam still, so you have one more ultimate to try.
Blink Echo is still there. But Serpent Ward's doing so much work on these buildings. That's why they dive so hard. Knowing that Aegis on Lifestealer and Abed with the maneuverability he's got, they can dive tier 4s. And Serpent Ward's just pummel the buildings.
Oh, did you see that? What did he just drop?
Bracer. It got stolen.
Okay.
Bounty took his Bracer.
Bounty took his Bracer, but then he takes his life as a good return. Bracer for life seems like a pretty bad trade. GG's called.
Yep, game one easy.
Wow.
17-4. Outdraft, outplay, outlane. Ice Timbersaw, absolutely disgustingly good.
I love
what a beautiful performance.
Yep. It was really well played.
Abed! Get it going, and a Huskar final pick.
Okay, you said some weird heroes. There's the weird hero. Well, not weird necessarily, but like, you know, not picked yet.
7-12 against Medusa's 3-0. Abed, back into the jungle you go. Farm that medium camp.
And he's dire as well.
Top lane, Jabs. He's got a Maledict and a Cask bouncing between Pelosin and his Illusion. Shadow Shaman goes with the Shackles. But I think MP here should have a good couple of hits in, munching away at the Shadow Shaman. One more touch. Takes him out, and there's your first blood, while Velo's Doom.
Still has Magic Stick, though. Oh, not with a crit.
Alpha Wolf crit.
Oh, wow. I thought he was going to get away. Honestly, without the crit, he probably would have with a Magic Stick in the tangles.
They didn't see the Juggernaut, but now the Elder Titan will realize that VT faded. Was moving in towards that mid spot.
Okay.
Abed hiding in the trees. 4 heroes rotating in to try and find him, and they might still connect on this Medusa.
Oh, they body blocked him. There's no way for Abed to get away. Just a crit. That crit from the Alpha Wolf is working wonders for Velo.
Do we know how Life Break works with Soulbind? I'm assuming it's similar to Jug, where it just works on one.
I'm actually not sure. I know it jumps to one. I'm actually not sure if it does the impact on both, though.
Again, something that just...
Because Burst Strike does work on 2, right?
Doom top. After the Shackles, Ice here to try and save the day, but Lifestealer denial, maybe, from Jabs? Ooh, yes! Perfect.
Good on you, Jabs.
He's going to lose his life for it, though. Velo chasing him down.
Jabs knows. This is the life of a support. Ice can still play this, though.
Witch Doctor and Elder Titan's so severely underleveled and underfarmed, they don't really have any capabilities of swinging these fights or offering any way to grab kills until maybe now they bring 4 heroes bottom.
Oh. Immediately. Rage is still available, though, and I think he might be in a bad position. Yep.
That is a big kill.
Oh no, VT faded. Do not do the train feed. Train feed is never the answer. Be really careful here. They have 4 heroes, as you mentioned. They managed to evade that stop. There's a silence, but the Lifestealer will take it off of himself easily. And instead, Winter will be the victim for Fnatic.
Ice getting some earn charges under his belt as well. They now need to take that bottom tier.
Yeah, you kind of need it, I suppose.
Kind of required.
There's the Astral... Okay, that's a really, really good stomp, actually. If only was a follow-up for it. Unfortunately, ET level 6 recently reached.
Literally just then.
Yeah.
As Roshan falls. Top tier 2, next port of call.
Liking the build on Jug as well, by the way. Straight Diffusal Blade. I'm assuming it's mounted Diffusal Blade. Great for Dusa. Pretty decent on Lifestealer as well. Forces you to rage to purge it away. And I think this 2 might be in the trouble, though. The Air Splitter does catch him. They do commit 2 ultimates, though, both the Epicenter and the Earth Splitter, just to get a 2. What's that when you can't properly do what you're supposed to do?
Lag.
Like...
Just brain lag.
Yeah, brain lag. That's exactly...
That's my catch-all term for anything that I do, stupidly.
Nothing to say. Okay.
Aegis is gone.
Yeah.
Aegis is gone.
That was... Look, I mean, he had to fight that, right? There was no other choice. So at least he got a kill out of it. And Bello's like, nah, you're not getting out of here with your stupid vehicle. He actually uses a Doom on the Elder Titan, but that will be a kill or denial with a Scorched Earth. You have to get the last hit. There it is. Now Velo realizes why he shouldn't have participated here. He might have been strong before, but Lifestealer is a hard counter to this Doom. And that armor is working wonders for MP, by the way, to be the space-creating hero.
But Fnatic, theoretically, could come and contest this. They've got everyone alive. DJ is TPing the Shrine, and they've smoked up with the infested Sand King having Lifestealer inside of him.
It was Bear Grylls.
She's on the floor. In they go. Doom down. With that Death Ward, they're going to find another. Huskar loses his Aegis immediately. Now, Medusa hasn't done a damn thing in this fight. It's all been Ice and MP. Getting in, getting out, popping it. And making sure that the momentum stops. Yeah, the game has been turned on its head by that Roshan contest, the steal of the cheese, the pop of the Aegis. Huskar now feeling a little bit lost. Even with the 10-second BKB, he hasn't found a way to enter any great team fights. Ice jumps straight in. Doom after Deuce in the back, nothing to say, walking forward with his BKB, but who does he target? Who does he focus? Where do we go? Who do we play with? Lifesteal's munching apart at him as Medusa spun down after the Omni Slash. Now, finally, nothing to say, rejoins the fight and clears up MP. Lifesteal's gone, Medusa will follow him to the grave. ISS nothing to do. Turn around, be brave, try and fight them, ISS. You're not escaping from this one. Oh, maybe, life break, chases him. Michael Jordan all the way. Dunks down the Sand King. All heroes for nothing.
So, with the Juggernaut now, is the healing ward available? Yes, it is. This is important for the sustain once you go up to the high ground. Who cares about backdoor protection? It's just a concept. I don't believe in it. They're going to keep on going for the tower.
It was a weird initiation from Ice. He goes for a burst strike onto one. They didn't get to use a Stone Gaze.
Can they kill DJ?
A great jump from the Doom to catch the Deucer in the back.
That's a fantastic Doom. They forced the buyback from the Deucer, which is actually pretty huge. Jab's doing the same thing he's been doing this whole game. Constantly death warding as soon as he can. They can cancel his TP, but Vela will die. Best stun in the game is death. So technically, you're able to evade Burrow Strike. Because it takes longer than your Blade Fury. But that also means that, you know, not what is the VT Faded is not human. So, you know.
Robots in my video game.
I don't mean a robot. I mean, like, he might just be superhuman. Like
he is AI. Nice. They borrow so the Doom doesn't come through. Now it does with the shackles on the Deucer.
That's great.
Life break onto Abed. They're taking her down lower and lower. The spin there from VT Faded with the Omni Slash. Chased down, but Jabs drags back that Omni Slash away from Deucer.
That body
Look for the deny. DJ, give it to her, give it to her. No, it's Velo to grab the kill. Force the buybacks. Medusa doesn't have one. So it's down to MP now in this fight. 4 versus 4, but it's this Juggernaut. So strong right here, chasing MP and potentially forcing the GG.
Okay, so VT Faded is going to be now pushing these towers down as ISS falls on the backlines. Like, we don't really care about that. It's going to be the melee racks falling for them. Luckily, the tier 2's still up, right? That's your saving grace here to not getting melee creeps because you can't commit to the tier 4s right now. They know the Deuce doesn't have buyback, which is why they're pushing so hard. There's no way they get caught out here. The Doom's not available though, so that should be mentioned. Nothing to say. And the Shrine near Roshan is also dead, by the way, so there's no way Fnatic, even if the Deuce were to come back and the Roshan were by some miracle alive, the chance of her TPing in time is impossible. I mean, Shadow Shaman 4 is just amazing. It's a great hero. Very, very nice to watch as well. I don't even think it's that overpowered. I just think it's very solid in this meta.
Are Fnatic really doing this outside of their base?
Okay, they want to catch him by surprise.
Does Medusa have TP? She does. They're defending tier 2. Oh,
surprise factor. Surprise factor might help you.
Oh, this is
Epicenter's charged. There's the bomb. Go for the Huskar first, but Huskar has an Aegis. And the double Doom come out. There's the Omni-Slash bouncing between them. They don't use the Doom just yet. They're hitting it for the Deucer. Stone Gaze already used, but Deucer has been doomed. No more Mystic Snakes coming out this team fight. No more Mana Regen. Lifestealer's first to die, and nothing to say. Has a lot to say here against this Deucer. Jabs with a death ward that does absolutely nothing. They did manage, or they forced one Snakes out, but the refresher's ready, which means you get a second Snakes.
But Fnatic in a 3 versus 5 now, defending their high ground.
With
MP's like, nah, I'm going mid lane, I'm farming. They give away mega creeps, it appears.
You don't need the Snakes for this one, which means tier 4 is going to be threatened here.
Yeah, looks like it. They're shifting into 5th gear now.
Okay, the Deucer. She's been caught out again. These Dooms have been so consistent. This time with the Shackles, long range. They have to force it out. The stun. Abed actually eats the cheese that they stole earlier with the Sand King, but he still goes down.
That's game.
The GG. And hey, they do have it in them. Pow, Miscal.
They take the game off Fnatic, yeah. Well, they beat them once in the group stage. And they've looked pretty damn good swinging through this lower bracket, Pow Miscal. With some real great drafts and series. And that Huskar final pick definitely upset Fnatic.
Oh!
They do what I wanted. Wanted that Invoker, what, 3 picks in? I was like, yeah, give it to him. Caster wants it. Caster has it.
Is that just a power that's just
the power of magic?
It's flowing.
Why do you think Anti-Mage gets so pissed off?
Because
he doesn't like magic, because this is what it does to people.
Oh, it makes you, like, your hands twitch, and then you spill coffee and soup all over the place.
Yep. What is going on mid lane?
That is so great mid lane versus mid lane matchup. They go on each other, and this time it seems like Polason won't be the first to die, with Cold Snap ensuring this kill happens. First blood.
Juggernaut, Lina, Invoker, all very even and tied up. While Furin and Timbersaw struggling a little bit on the old CS chart, but experience-wise they are getting there. Level 2 Timber gets rolled on top, and with the Inkswell they find the kill.
Second time this happens, right?
And that will lead to a 3-1. Radiant coming out in the lead.
Oh, but Ice could be in trouble now.
Ice doesn't have a Blightstone, that's interesting.
He has enough money for the TP. Does Winter have a way to cancel? Yes, he went for the Ice Path. Ice knows this. He can't.
He's got
TP.
no mana for TP scroll on. If he goes for the TP spell, he's dead anyway. Got him.
He just got his mana for the TP scroll as he was about to complete that teleport.
At the same time, Velo does die again top.
He's still going for the Hand of Midas, which is interesting though for the Quasiplex Invoker. And I guess the Invoker does still have the late game. Like late game Quasiplex or Quasiplex doesn't matter. It's the same thing. So
yeah, this was a standard build for quite some time, going Spirit Vessel drums into Midas.
Velo in trouble. He's not going to go down just yet. Omni Slash deterring a bit this initiation, but Warcry completely stops all the damage. Nice Ice Path catching 2 there. And level 2 Ice Path, yes it is. No dual breath for this Winter as they go for the stuns, and Velo thinking he's actually a hero when you're just an oversized creep.
Abed makes the rotation, makes sure that they have the numbers advantage down bottom as they lost the Earth Spirit to that Laguna Blade. So Spirit Vessel done and Abed working on their Ags now. Point booster already up with 1200 in the bank.
They really hate Timbersaw. Like, I know Spirit Vessel's good besides that, but Timbersaw.
MP buys Blink, TP's top. God Strength is on cooldown here, but an Inkswell into Stormhammer catching onto that Juggernaut, not even swelling the Sven until the silence, stopping VT Faded from spinning, but they don't get the stuns chained perfectly. The Sunstrike pops him out, and Abed sniped the kill. All the way from bottom lane. Also, stopping Shadow Shaman from initiating. Turns with the Cold Snap and that Soul Release.
Look at
Ice. Oh. Animation cancelling the TP. Watches as Jabs invades his jungle. Doesn't know that Abed is behind him, though. Invoker. Very, very sneakily. Using Jabs as a red herring. A scarecrow. A false sense of security. It's only a Grimstroke, guys, but no. It's Abed in here to kill off Pelosi. Maybe even get a bonus kill. If someone TPs to the shrine like a Shadow Shaman while he's in the middle of killing off a Lina, for example, he gets hexed, he gets shackled, and the turnaround is there. So if he wants to continue playing that sort of scouting, solo killing Invoker, maybe with minimal backup of Jabs and Ice, with like the similar to the movement they just made up on that Northern Radiant Shrine. Chunking away at that tier 2. Although it looks like they might be considering making a move on him. They're making a move on the Lina though. That's a nice jump. Sven stun, Sunstrike, Yule's up. We'll buy some time. Lina's still going to get caught though. And that rolling boulder connecting. She's down for 50 with buyback available. Another high ground attempt here from Fnatic. God Strength with Alacrity. Sven is ready to get in. Oh, Pelosi destroyed. Down goes Jakiro. And my goodness, MP absolutely hammering him. Doesn't have a quelling blade to get out of the Sprout, though. Unfortunately, trapped inside the trees. But Lina, ice walled up and rolled upon with a meteor down. Palmascow getting absolutely annihilated. Velo doesn't stand a chance. The Spirit Vessel on him. He's gone. 4 dead with no buybacks. And there should be a lane of barracks.
I mean, they come into your base. They don't care about whatever. But I don't know. Like, can you defend? Is this what you do? Is this really just Juggernaut's play now? Just farm and hope that they don't take your base in time?
It looks like it. 10 seconds with no TP. You're losing a second lane of barracks here. Maybe he can make a move in from behind, but he's being spotted by that high ground observer ward from Fnatic, so they know exactly where he is.
Okay, BK beat up MP. Make sure to get away here despite the snakes kind of annoying him. They had to sprout him in, and instead they find a Juggernaut. Ooh, Juggernaut behind! Who was coming back home from farming, and he just wants to get back home entirely, and thank God he does.
If he dies there.
That would have been huge. Whew. Yes, yeah, it is. Like, all the deaths here are they're divided among the 2 supports and the Earth Spirit mainly. Meanwhile, look at this Timbersaw, 0-6 and 1. That's a sad man score, and it's gonna turn into 0-7 and 1.
It shows on the map for 10 seconds.
And he's dead.
Obliterated. No, but I could see the yellow circle, so I could guess. I've lost my minigame now.
It's fantastic. It's like an odyssey of Gareth's complications with the German client. Valve Plus fixed German client.
Yeah, it's broken, apparently.
Alright, there's a ghost. And Montastel dispels it. So you're fine. EPICENTER now going for Fade a second time. There's no TP this time. He has already used his Battle Fury, so he can't get away again. Omni has forced out with a nice Ice Path plus Macropyre. DJ will be the first to die. EPICENTER could be in trouble, but it's Fen who's starting to cleave through everyone. V faded, goes down, and the GG is called. Fnatic take game number 3.
Super convincingly as well.
Yeah.
You know, game 1, outdraft, outlane, outplay.
Quick kill before you win.
Yeah, nothing to say. Yet again, taken out. Oh, Monkey, of course, Monkey King is the other Ursa, right?
Yep.
He's the other mid lane hero that smashes melee heroes and absolutely destroys Kunkka in that matchup. You know, there's a bunch of places with mid wards where you can try and scout where they're placed depending on tower aggro.
Oh.
Like you can, you know, hide a tree in here, and if they have a ward here, the tower can see it.
I wasn't aware of that.
We'll come back in a second. DJ's about to die. Nice first blood for Winter. Maybe another one. Ice. His Iron Shell. He's going for the Wraith King. One Punch Man. Oh, yeah. Jabs is the one to secure it, though. Nature's Prophet grabs up the second kill of the game.
So nothing to say if you saw pumped out the torrent, just to force the stun out of the Monkey King. The thing is, if you're actually good at pumping out the torrent from the Kunkka, there's no way you can tell if he actually used it or not. You can cancel the animation on the very tip.
You could buy a stick.
That is true. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Next. I mean, it's one of those next level things.
It is. It's a very good point. Velo, it's killed off on the top lane as you saw.
That's why only Siths deal in absolutes, Swordfish.
You call me a Sith?
Yeah.
I don't know, I think that's the harshest thing you've told me all cast.
I don't think so.
That is worse.
Velo very much dedicated to pulling back creep waves and just cutting often as he possibly can, dragging back into camps. But he's going to get rolled on with Firefly wearing off. He doesn't have an escape mechanism apart from this TP, which looks like it will succeed. DJ needed to Rolling Boulder to close the gap as Abed falls to that tri-lane middle.
Yeah, well that, they can keep him pushing. That was a huge thing, the Abed kill. That's exactly what you want, and VT Fate is Wraith King also has a Midas already, so even though the P has been left alone, Wraith King has been doing better.
800 net worth ahead.
Yeah.
Accelerating very quickly with the Skellies.
No, this is huge as well. They can also kill the Earth Spirit in the process. Torrent's already been used. No X marks the spot, and the Shackles as well. Ooh, DJ though will survive for now. Now, final hits to kill him off, but Wugan's command has been used here. Ghost Ship to help him out a bit. Well, the Ghost Ship stun at least just profit, but they have the Jingo Mastery ready. Nothing to say. Slow down with the Stifling Dagger, and now there's nothing else to do. Nothing to say. Only death in your wake. Velo joining the Club of the Dead, perhaps, with the Firefly activated, trying to get away from the Stifling Daggering woman, but it's not going to happen.
Real good connection there from the PA, honestly. Yep. Don't expect the PA just to suddenly appear in your lane as bottom. Ice. Surge still dodges away from the Stroke of Fate and has a TP after the stick charges. Can he get away from the Wraithfire blasting, shackling, hexing, Shadow Shaman and Wraith King? No, he cannot. Oh, top shrine. They're taking a stack away from the Batrider. It's got golems in it, so he's not too bothered by it.
Yeah, Armlet's a bit older of a build, huh?
Looks like an adaptation, seeing that the PA has Perseverance, noticing that Battle Fury's on the cards for her.
You want to get online sooner.
Roll on to Faded. Level 1 reincarnation.
There's 3 heroes coming in, though, from the smoke. And he's going to be able to fight this. Now the lasso available, but he's been silenced.
That Stroke of Fate.
And they managed to kill Abed first. Earthspit with the spirit on him. He could actually help the PA, who gets killed off as well. And the only one to survive is DJ, but who cares if you survive? You're the only person they didn't want to kill. You have the Kunkka as your secondary carry, who's going for Heaven's Halberd, which is much more popular in Kunkka nowadays. Don't necessarily rush the crit, much more utility.
The Radiant do have to start playing the game now, though. They can't play this passive farming style that Fnatic have been enforcing on them almost. I
mean, they're trying. Look at MP. He is almost stuck in the cliff. The Firefly will end up killing him. That damage from Firefly ridiculous with 3 stacks of sticky napalm. Battery alone just murdered the PA. That's exactly what you want to do. they're starting to take over the Radiant jungle, which is typical when you're being dominated. You know, the typical dead lane they talk about. This lane is the one the Fnatic has decided to take over, including the jungle. We see some offensive wards here as well. On top lane, MYSG+AU wants to start taking this tier 2, but unfortunately faded. They find out by 3 heroes. He has reincarnation ready. Well, that worked. Jabs is in a sea of fire and flames. Not quite dead just yet. Velo might be going down. There's Jabs going down as Fnatic gets jumped on by 3 heroes. There's the Ghost Shift to disengage, and now the Grimstroke double Ghost. The damage from the Kunkka is good, and it kills off the PA together with the Earth Spirit. They have to make it through the wall if they want to get any further, but they've already counter-initiated quite nicely, with Jabs also dying in the beginning. That teamfight forced to buy back. Well played there, MYSG+AU. Pow, MYSG+AU.
Yeah, they thought they had a freebie on the Wraith King, and this is one of those kind of mind games where Wraith King has been playing alone in that top lane for quite some time, and they've had wards watching him. They've seen it's Wraith King alone, 4 or 5 times in a row, and they don't make that move. But on the 6th time they make the move, he's got people behind him. Playing as if he has people behind him until he actually does.
Reincarnation not available right now. 17 more seconds. He needs to get it. Just save him for 12 more seconds. He has the armlet. He needs to start toggling. Is it going to be enough? For now, Maiden makes it.
Shrine.
The Airspace Shrine. The Shrine used, but the kick ends up finishing off. He couldn't get the reincarnation. He had it actually just as he died.
Still 4 heroes dead over on the side of Fnatic, though. This Batrider on Kunkka slaying the remaining members.
That was fantastic. The Kunkka is doing exactly what is meant of him come in the mid-game.
Darkseer and PA very busy farming through creep waves mid and bottom. So no contest whatsoever. Free Aegis going to hand himself over to the Kunkka, who has Halberd, Shadowblade, is ready to go. Halberd's so strong against PA and Monkey King. Evasion and the disarm. Very potent. There's Lasso. Might catch. Top lane. Abed jumped in on the creep wave, and Vela was there, smoked, ready, waiting. And he finds his opening. The Monkey King falls. The trio of Radiant heroes close in around him. Well, mid, they're going to get another one. Serpent Wards, trap him in with a Torrent of the Boat, and this is 2 in quick succession. Top lane to mid lane. Pow!
MYSG+AU.
They do get it done. They don't really have a stun to work with the Vacuum either. They've got Vacuum Wall into Boundless Strike, and that feels like pretty much it.
The Boulder Smash. For the massive slow onto 5. It's really... Oh, that's a dead Jabs again.
A dead tier 3.
Yeah, they can't defend this.
Kunkka Aegis for another 2.5 minutes. Darkseer and Earth Spirit. Yeah, here comes Ice. Needs to come out of mid, come from below, try and catch them. But look at Wraith King. His positioning is so perfect there. He knows what the optimal move is from that Darkseer, and he cuts them off at the pass. So it allows them to take a full lane of Rax top. He has to come back and defend. So does Jabs. Shoves out top lane. They both will need to TP back to defend their tier 3 because mid lane, it's just being shoved in by this Wraith King Kunkka, who are so powerful. Aegis will be reclaimed in 20 seconds. So Kunkka does have to keep that in mind. If he gets jumped, could be timed here by Fnatic to make that play. As Monkey King's BKB also arriving. So 10 seconds on PA, 10 seconds on Monkey. Range Rax mid though, already falling.
Oh, there's a lasso onto the Nature's Prophet, and with a Grimstroke ultimate now, puts in a bad position. The double hex MP. He has to use the BKB, and he's actually fighting thanks to the lifesteal. He's actually keeping himself alive. They don't want to murder him just yet. The Shackles from behind, but they stop the Shadow Shaman completely, and Fate doesn't have a reincarnation. Sorry, he does have a reincarnation, so gonna kill the first life now. Nothing to say, hoping for Ice. And they will kill him. It's 2 cores against the world, with Velo finally joining in again. This chaotic team fight, they're just trying to retreat slowly, but the Wraith King might just die twice. He's tanking a fair amount, has to armor toggle now, but he's not going to be able to against a 900 damaging crit. Nothing to say, acknowledging his weakness here. Left much earlier, Shadowblade had been activated, but the dust is there to see him, which means Kunkka is going to also die this fight. Yep, annihilation for Fnatic, could take down the 2 most important cores after an arduous team fight, but they do force a couple buybacks there, right? Okay, it's going to help you a lot in these next team fights. And you're right, once you create and break their lines, you create chaos there. It was exactly what happened, that they were able to take such advantage. Velo also didn't have much of an impact that team fight, you know. The lasso, unfortunately, not leading too much. There's a quick lasso kill on Jabs.
Mid lane.
Oh.
Getting interesting up in here. Jabs dies top, but he's just a support. It's the mid lane. Soulbind, silence, faded drops, first life gone. Ice with the wall down, vacuum ready. Drags him back in. VT faded, he's gonna fall. A roll forward. DJ wants more. Nothing to say. Invis under the shadow blade as Winter dodges out of danger, but they will lose Velo's Batrider, even with the boat up on top of him. The damage is substantial from Fnatic, and another quick couple of kills.
Utility support. Look at that Roshan fall though with a medallion.
He is the PA's extra item slots.
Exactly, yep. Yeah.
The PA can't carry 12 items, so Jabs is here to buy the flats and the medallion, all these steroids and buffs for her.
Ages for the PA.
And Satanic well on its way.
Because you are playing essentially for Protect 1 at this point, with the Monkey getting extra kind of helping out, right?
Yeah, pretty much. PA top of the net worth as Fnatic smoke as 5. Oh, Palmascow very split up. Kunkka bat in the base, Red King
no,
Grim.
Grimstroke. Why are you leading with your face?
I mean, Shadow Shaman has blinked away, no longer has
Good
a disengage mechanism.
Okay, and the silence as well. Batter actually goes in. He gets the double lasso. That kind of works out for them. DJ is gone. And VT Fate is now fighting the whole team. And I think they're taking a bit late.
The crits,
hit nothing. Those crits are so powerful. VT Fate needs to make it back to base before he dies. So they can't surround him. Nice hex. They want to go into the PA again. She doesn't have H anymore. No more BKB. They shackle her up.
She has
and
Satanic.
They're fighting in the Wukong's command. She has Satanic, but it's not going to be used. In the Wukong's command, they're managing to resist. Abed actually TPs away. And the expert spot will bring back this Darkseer. Wow, what a turnaround by MYSG+AU. What a lasso.
It did take a couple of buybacks, but it's just the 2 supports. That's no big deal for them. So then you're left dealing with Shadow Shaman and Grimstroke as the 2 heroes, the only 2 heroes that you can actually kill. And you're spending Vacuum, Wall, Wukong's command, these big teamfight ultis to kill 2 supports. So it all ends up being incredibly inefficient for Fnatic, even though they do try to keep that chase going. They couldn't quite. Oh, another double lasso, double shackles as well. The boat is perfect, and Fnatic, oh, you've been reamed.
Wow. That was beautiful. Second time in a row to do that with the double shackles to boot. Yeah. Against with the PA, it just works so nicely.
They're all zooming away. Oh, Jabs. His treants on the high ground.
What do you mean?
They got fireflied.
Oh. Okay, they're just kind of spreading around though, and this is a huge lasso. Nice blur! Nice blur, making sure this doesn't happen, but Wraithing wants to come in. Screw your blur, Satanic's already been used. The Ghost Ship, the Vacuum, there's no combination with it, and the PA will die a second time! No, without PA, without Ice for MP, they cannot fight this Abed. That Sprout did not work out for him. They just cancel that BKB used with the Wukong's command is to TP back home to base, but that GG is called as soon as he makes it.
Game 5.
That
PA
dominant.
Had BKB and cheese, but she felt that she couldn't use them. MP held as long as he could, but you know who's holding on longer is Pelosin with those shackles. Made sure that the cheese, the BKB on that PA didn't get full efficiency. No full effectiveness from those items. We're going to have Necro, Queen of Pain, so they can't pick Huskar.
There's the lane I was talking about.
The soft pick, the safe Lina. Earthshaker lining up for a Fisher.
That's what we were talking about. The only lane he can enable, right?
Pretty much. Observer Ward does wear out. It's the bounty runes.
Oh, nothing to say. The fissure. It does block him. That's enough. That should be enough to get the kill. He's trying his best to get the kill on Abed. He might actually just be able to because of the tower. No, he de-aggroes DJ. What? Abed? Oh, he was trying to deny him, or sorry, kill himself, right? Yeah.
Die to tower, or just die faster. Like he sees the Oracle, he knows that he's dead one way or the other.
Oracle here. The spell is Ghost Shot. Not that he has it anyway. Actually, why would you get Ghost Shot against Matt, right? Yeah, or against Oracle. Early on,
don't skill it the entire game.
Just get stats instead, right? Necrophos could be dead here. Yep, it's rooted, and the Sandstorm should just kill him. Poloson gets that kill, quite valuable for him. As VT Faded comfortably farming under that tower because you don't care. You have a reincarnation anyway. He doesn't deal really well to Skellies, unfortunately, because they do have that stupid magic resistance and the respawn. Those skeletons are something else. Look, he summons even more, but I think Ice is a bit too...
He's got 21 charges, let me tell you now. He's difficult to kill. With a Batrider, though, changes the tune. Abed.
They can still spell that Ghost Shot. No, not quick enough. Sonic Wave now changes the round. Reincarnation still available for VT Faded. Ice 5 stacks of the Sticky Napalm. He has a Reaper Scythe. They know that was going to happen. So they have to use the False Promise, and they're effectively using the Reincarnation. VT Faded gets double crit, and that's able to save him. That's the wrong person to Fate Seed, buddy. You had to Fate Seed the Abed there. but Abed could be in trouble now. Flamebreak pushing him back so Wraith can get the 2 extra hits, and it's a double kill for VT Faded.
That Wraith King coming out with the crits.
That's how you use a level 1 reincarnation. That's when you're okay with spending it.
Why?
With Laguna Blade and reincarnation both up and False Promise as well, right?
Yeah, it's super difficult to contest this.
I mean,
if not
Jabs will
impossible.
try anyway. Jabs is like, oh, I think they're in the Roshan pit. Why is Polosom pushing me away? I'm gonna take the Roshan. I mean, Wraith is taking it relatively quickly, but unfortunately he's also dying. So he really needs to get a good lucky crit here. There's the Wraith Fire Blast. Keep someone to tank it.
Meanwhile, Lasso on the right-hand side. Velo trying to create space. Gives his life away for the Aegis to be grabbed up by the Lina. Fnatic, they were prepping themselves for some kind of fight around the pit. They disengage after popping borrowed time. Very wise from the Radiant, not chasing up into the darkness of the high ground.
It is level 15 achieved by Wraith. That's a 15 strength, which is pretty big talent actually. Really nice stat gain. As Lina's going for the traditional build of just magic damage Lina. They catch it with the Echo Sun. There's the Blink Echo you were talking about. Lina can still fight this. Now with a Reaper Sight to the face. He loses the Aegis. That's Reaper Sight used. In comes Wraith King reincarnation ready. They have 2 years that will reincarnate this team fight. If you can kill them at least, because Jabs is already dead. And nothing to say, just trying to get some space. Sonic Wave will just barely clip him. He's taking away the fissure, finishes him off. The sniper's there, center used. Abed went a bit too far in, confident that he could get like another kill, and instead meets his own demise. Now, Ice the target. They don't want to waste the reincarnation here. They're already forced the buyback onto Jabs. Miscal walk away, acknowledging without Lina, we got the kill on Abed. It was a decent trade. Let's walk away. It depends on the state of the game right now, and the Axe is definitely good against Drow. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the Refresher Axe again, because that worked really well last game. There's the lasso. Oh, and this is what we were talking about. When you're playing Batter against Abaddon, it's just...
They can't make moves like that.
It's so difficult. It's like pushing a wall of nails. That Roshan...
How quickly does it die? Oh, okay. Very quickly.
Yeah, marksmanship does not care, Roshan.
Wraith King got Centaur stomped back at a neutral camp, so he's been delayed. His entry will be...
Oh, wow.
Quite significantly slowed.
That is stupid, if that's the reason. Because it is slow. The scan detects them as well. They do go in, but a bit too late. Wraith King. There's the sense of Yule Scepter, which they miss everything on him, but it's okay. They can still hurt him. VT Faded will be forced to reincarnate. The Frost Arrow's hurting him too much. Now the Epicenter together with the reincarnation. They deal as much damage as they can to the Necrophos, but he's tanking it all for now. Ice can heal back up, and Abed just went and blinked in, trying to get the kill onto Wraith King. Instead, we'll find Velo. Needs another blink, needs the other blink, but doesn't want to do it so offensively.
I want to see the Radiant team smoke, play with this item timing, and catch them off guard. Maybe try and kill that Drow Ranger as the Aegis expires. They're not going to be able to get through the front lines. Multiple front lines. Abaddon, Necro, Earthshaker, and even Queen of Pain blocking the advance of this Radiant team.
Oh, but there's definitely an attempt by this Wraith King going into Ice. Not the best target. Reapers have been used only on the Sand King. Not a big deal. However, this Wraith King might just lose his first life now. No use from the rest of his team. Here comes the Axe from the Wraith King being useful. Finally, a second burst strike from the Ghost of the Sand King. But it is a Wraith King completely alone against the whole team. False Horns finally gets used. Abed, stunned twice. He has cheese, and he also has the blink. He's going to be able to get away as they destroy the Lina in the backlines. Lina, still been stunned. Her goes not too useful just yet. VT Faded will get killed a second time.
Fnatic showing why they are one of the best in the region. Coming back into this game, yes, the ghost from that Aghanims on Wraith King allowed them to get another couple of stuns here and there. You know, Burst Strike, great. Catches a couple on the tail end of that fight, but Fnatic just out-sustained them all. Pipe up for the Necro. Greaves, I don't think even got used there. It's still off cooldown for the Necro. And they're looking to try and catch the bat. There's the Fissure to cancel TP, and an additional kill in the mid lane for Abed.
And with that, Fnatic gets a team wipe. That's
Drow, mother freaking Ranger.
Just do something these team fights. It's not really her fault as much as performance doesn't allow her to have the damage.
Without a Pike, without a Lincolns, without a BKB, she gets jumped on, gusted,
so easy, yeah.
Fissured, Blink Echoed, whatever it may be. Honestly,
he's trying his best, pull this one, but can he actually get the kill onto Abed?
Nah.
No. Well, better as a blink, maybe yes.
Nah.
No.
Six silence.
He didn't have a lasso when he jumped in.
That's also true.
Just bought back, died back without a lasso. This guy has no chill.
This guy has no chill, man.
Yeah, like skellies are what you can... Yes, he has no skellies. Oh, just use them. Never mind. There's the skellies. But Drow does not care. You know, sure, you go back to Fountain. I'll take your Rex. We should mention PyMYSG+AU has also played the same amount of games as Casted, so we've been following them through 11 games. PyMYSG+AU must be tired.
Back to back to back to back to back.
I feel so sorry for them. These guys are real troopers. Yeah. MP heard your comments like we're gonna do this for winter.
Ice is hard. Just standing high ground or in front lines doesn't give a damn. Nice. I guess he had. Did he have Lincoln's put on him by Quap? He did. Same time as the Manta dodge. Both players on point, just unlucky that they didn't know they were both going to do it.
Yeah. Oh, they initiate regardless.
Quap in the trees.
He's kind of stuck, but Reaper Scythe will catch up Poloson. Can they kill him in time? Marksmanship does, and he turns into a ghost. Poloson charges the Epicenter, trying to have some impact this team fight, but he doesn't have a blink dagger. That Epi finally catches them. Ghost Sanking doing more than real Sanking. VT faded, also dies here.
MP still has Aegis, Abed still has Cheese. They've got the blinks forward.
Well, seeing nothing to say, trying to just push him away as much as he can with the Dragon Slave. Let's strike array.
Fnatic telling this Radiant side just to bend the knee. Final tier 3. Top lane rack still exists, technically, but they don't care. And it's going to come down to this final jump. Batrider needs to really consider his options wisely. They can't get the Drow. They might be able to get the Queen of Pain with a Lincoln's Pop, but Wraith King, his reincarnation, 1 second. Oh, he'll get it with the Aghanim Scepter. Luckily, he will respawn.
Okay, he's fighting till the death, but he's gonna respawn whenever he dies. Yeah, exactly. So you're respawning in the middle of a couple heroes. Can they kill him a second time? No, the blink is immediate, but the racks will fall. Luckily, still a range tracks. They try the lasso. The Yasuo tells them it's too quick. They stop the Wraith King a second time. They have to give him the false promise. A double. Laguna Blade kills Abed, but the Echo Slam finally using
the refresher shot. Can he get the second Echo
Slam out because they kill him in time. DJ can't have that impact he was looking for, but the burst on the 2. Now going for Ice Size.
Let's take a ball back. He has the blink Echo.
He does have the blink. He does have the blink Echo a second time. Battery died as well, together with Wraith King. They all biting back.
Go in now. Big creep wave. DJ's ready.
Ice. Where's the Echo Slam? We're still not seeing it. They have to kill Ice. There's the Echo. Onto 4. Destroying MYSG+AU.
That's game.
Them to pieces.
DJ shuts the door.
MYSG+AU has nothing to do but weep for their losses.
Buy back your Sand King. Buy back your Oracle. Bring the Wraith King to the fight once more, but you can do nothing to stop Fnatic.
They don't care. They believe in no god. Their only god is DJ. Fnatic has just done it with the grace of an Echo Slam.
5 games.
5 games, and after 11 games, PyMYSG+AU tried so, and they got thus far, and it was a very, very commendable play.
That was a challenge for Fnatic. A lot of us thought coming into this that Fnatic, after TNC had qualified, would be the favourites easily, super easily. I thought, you know, group stage, naughty window. You've been opening yourself.
It's a window to the
halfway through the group stage, I thought the one team I see here having a chance, a chance, take 1 game in of a best of 5 against Fnatic was this winter stack.